Alright, we're going to graph one cycle of a sine curve with amplitude 2 and period 4 pi. So we know that the period is the horizontal length of one cycle. We know we're going to have to go all the way out to at least 4 pi. So why don't we define this mark right here as pi. This would be 2 pi. This would be 3 pi. And this would be 4 pi. Okay. So now how do we sketch the graph? So if you look at the sine curve, and I'm just going to draw a small unit circle here. Okay, we had a unit circle. The sine value is the distance up or down. Right, so we know that the sine value initially goes up, and then a quarter of the way through it reaches its maximum at whatever the amplitude is. So here it starts at 0, achieves its max a quarter of the way through the cycle, okay, and then it continues so now it's heading down, and then halfway through it reaches 0, so that's here, and then 3/4 of the way it keeps getting negative until it reaches a minimum 3/4 of the way down. So minimum value would be right here at -2, and then finally it approaches 0. Which is right here. So now we just draw a smooth curve between these points. Okay, so the amplitude again is the max 1/2 the difference of the max and the min, right, which is 1/2. Which is 1/2 of 4, which is 2. So the way we can remember this is it starts at 0, goes to its max a quarter of the way through, goes back to 0, goes to its min 3/4 of the way through, and then back to 0. So we can rewrite this as 0 max, 0 min, 0. Okay, now let's talk about a few rules. So let's just say you have y equals a sine of b theta. So now you have a coefficient in front of theta. Okay, you have a coefficient in front of theta. So the absolute value of a is the amplitude. And 2 pi over b is the period. And b by itself is the number of cycles. You don't really have to know this, but b is the number of cycles in the interval 0 to 2 pi. So if b was 5, we'd have 5 cycles between 0 and 2 pi. Alright, we're going to need this for later. Okay, so let's just say we want to graph a function. Let's just say we have y equals, this in blue, y equals 1/2 sine of 2 theta. We know immediately from the graph that, sorry, the equation, that the absolute value of a is going to be the absolute value of 1/2. So the amplitude is going to be 1/2. Okay, and since it's positive, it's not flipped. The period, so we know that b is 2, right? So that means there's 2 cycles in the interval 0 to 2 pi. 2 full cycles in that interval. The period, which I can abbreviate period, equals 2 pi over b, right, from this equation.